Okay, Stephanie, a big hand for Stephanie, please. Stephanie's my wife, and she volunteered yesterday in this little thing. Now, if you put your things down and don't worry about it, I just wanted to wash over you, because what we're going to do is what you guys are going to do, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, perfect, we've got an even number. Sorry? How long? Oh, well, just enjoy the playlet then, okay? So what she's done is she's done some of my training, and she's pretty good at finding out what the buying drivers are. So, hello, darling, how are you? You look lovely, lovely. I mean, where you at? That was what you were wearing last night. Did you change? Sorry, it's not in the script.
Oh.
Darling, you look fantastic.
Thank you, Annie.
I've got an idea.
Oh, no.
I think we should trade in our Volvo for a Ford Explorer. Do you know something? It has the most amazing new EcoBoost engine.
So what?
Well, that means it's got 350 horsepower.
So what?
Well, so what? So that means it tows really, really well.
So what?
Well, that means it can easily pull our big new trailer, the one you love so much, even up steep hills.
So what?
She's a tough woman here. Well, that means we can camp in the far north of Quebec, where I know you've been wanting to go to for a long time, and we've never been able to get there with our shitty little Volvo. She's looking interested, isn't she?
Well, that's interesting. Do I need an S?
It's just so what?
So what?
She just jumped the line. You've always wanted to have the pleasure of watching a northern sunset over Mont d'Iberville. Does that sound interesting?
That sounds so interesting.
So what do you think it is? TIRES? She's realised that with the Ford Explorer she can have the pleasure of watching the sunset over Mont d'Iberville. It's an S. It's a state. Okay? Hopefully she's waving that towards you.
So what are the other benefits from us buying a Ford Explorer?
Well, darling, it runs on a direct injection forged aluminium high pressure turbocharged V6.
So what?
Well, it means that the mixture in the combustion chamber is always stoichiometric.
So...
I am an automotive engineer, this is real stuff.
So what?
Well, that means the engine runs really efficiently. Oh, she's interested.
What?
Well, that means that we'll spend less money on fuel.
Sounds interesting.
Quick, help her, what's she looking for? Expense. It's amazing the power of so what, and that's what we're going to use for the next few minutes.
So what else could we take away from buying a Ford Explorer?
So what can be made longer with so what else? Well, it has a computer-controlled digital braking system, which is true.
Interesting. So what?
Well, the computer spots that the trailer's beginning to sway, and it stops it by braking gently on each side out of phase with the trailer. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
So what?
Well, the risk of having an expensive and unpleasant accident is minimised. In fact, you could have R, S, E, and save time by getting there, all just because it's got digitally controlled brakes.
So what else could we do with this amazing computerized vehicle?
Well, we'd be able to average at 100 kilometres an hour, not the 80 that we manage now, and with at least as good fuel consumption, and we'd get there earlier, so we could both enjoy that sunset.
So what are we waiting for? That sounds good to me. It seems to pass the tires test check very well.
Shall we go to the dealer now?
Let's go.
Let's go. Big hand! I thought she was pretty good. Okay, since we're going to do this completely without AV, do you get the point? So what? So, I do this with corporations, I do this with entrepreneurs, and I do this with groups. And before you go, you've got to know one more thing. Most people sell features and functions. If it's you as a speaker, it's the fact that I've got this particular certification. If it's you as a presenter, as a trainer, it's because I've been in a business for this number of years. If it's a piece of software that you've written, it's got these functions. You have to learn to say so what, because that's what the person on the other side of the table, I know it's my wife, but it doesn't really matter, sometimes she is on the other side of the table, you've got to stay so what. So we're going to do now a little so what exercise using some features and functions. And for the lady who's going to go, whose name I can't see, Sarah, that's the key learning point, is that people buy TIRES. They don't buy the features and functions. So everybody, big hand for Sarah because she's got to go. Not